So if you're younger, you could have a combination of kidney weakness and adrenal weakness. Most, as I've been saying through these videos, most of the younger people have very serious kidney and adrenal weaknesses. Therefore, you're seeing a lot of neurological problems coming up in these cases, and also the suppression of kidney filtration of the lymph. So, this is what I would do if I was you in moving this tumor out of here. And if you can't get it out, if it's real big, I'd probably not dare show you pictures of large tumors. I've got tumors we pulled out of people, ended up being this big. That lady ended up at Johns Hopkins. I had to have it done anyway. She got to save her breast because we pulled all this lymph up into this big, gigantic tumor. But that really freaked us out. We couldn't get maggot therapy anywhere. As popular as you think it might be, it was hard for us to find maggot therapy, which we could have put in that tumor and eaten that up, but we couldn't find that. Sounds gross, but these tumors are very, very gross. I would love to be able to show and display pictures here of tumors. We have just tons of tumors here because people come here after the medical profession has released them to die, or after they've just really ravished them. I could show you one picture here that I was just showing one of my clients of a lady that didn't do anything. And remember, these wastes from the lymph system are acid. She didn't do anything, and it literally ate her breast right off. And so you've got to do something. And the most important thing you can do is fix the cause of the problem. That'll reflex and drain the breast, if you can do it fast enough. So the biggest thing is I would do 2 kidney formulas. Now, I'll just use my kidney formulas as an example. I don't care whose you use, not overly trying to push mine, by any stretch. But you want 2 good kidney formulas. There's a lot of great herbs that's for the kidneys out there. That's why I have 2 different formulas, because there's so many herbs you can't get them all in one. So I would do 2 kidney formulas. I would do a formula, I call mine Lymph Node 2. Now I have like 6 lymphatic formulas, and the reason there's so many great lymphatic formulas, and lymphatic herbs, and how interesting it is that the lymphatic herbs in nature are the cancer herbs. So I would at least do 2 lymphatic formulas. I would probably start with a lymphatic 1 capsule, and I would do Lymph Node 2, which is basically a black salve kind of, in liquid form. I would definitely make sure I'm working on my adrenal glands. I'd either do the endocrine gland formula. If your blood pressure is real low, do the adrenal gland formula, or get an adrenal glandular and get the blood pressure up, get those adrenal neurotransmitters up so it'll turn on the nervous system in the kidneys. I'd probably do Parasite M just to keep the fungus and the bacteria down to a low roar, even though we could feed this full of bacteria and just chew that tumor right up for you. I think I told you the story on Ripley's Believe It or Not about the gentleman with lymphoma that went up to northern Alaska, and the Eskimo elder put him on rotten food, and it cleaned his lymph system for him. So that's a benefit of bacteria. However, you might want to do the Parasite M, but you really want to hit the lymph, and you really want to hit that. Being that you made comment that it's a large tumor, I don't know how raw you've been, but I would go up to a grape fast. Either grapes and apples, grapes and lemons, or just grapes. The darker the better, and I would stay on that for 10, 20, 30, 40 days at least if you can. After you pass the 3rd day, you're good to go anyway. So the longer you go, the better off you'll be, honey. And I would hit that real hard. If you come down off of that, I would do fruit all day long and maybe a salad at night. Depends how big this is and how fast you see that going down using those techniques. Because your goal is to restore the health of tissue. And the health of tissue that deals with tumors is primarily the kidneys and adrenal glands. And that would be very important that you get with that. You can think about black salves. That pulls that out. The FDA doesn't like them. Well, I'm sorry, FDA. We need help out here, and you're nothing but allowing toxic chemicals on the market. So you need to be sued. You need to be sued or go to jail or something. You're letting us out here have to find our own ways. So, there's plenty of people that make the black salve or some form of that. The problem with that, if it's too big, that can be problematic. And two, if you don't fix the problem, it becomes a drainage port, because now that's a doorway the body can use to start draining its lymph system out of that. Much better to fix the cause of the problem than to address the symptom of a problem. And that's what all these other practitioners need to start getting with, is focus on the cause of the problems and keep the cause simple. Step back away from this intellectual jargon and keep it simple, and you'll be able to cure a lot more things. So that's about what I can tell you right now. You need further help, call the office here. But if it's real hard, like I said, use a castor oil pack or some type of oil here to help lubricate or loosen that up. But I'd really hit the grape fast. Or you can do the 10-day lemon or 20-day lemons fast. I have a lady now, I think she's on her 45th or 6th day of lemon juice. These kind of things are going to take, if that's a large tumor, it just depends how fast we can get that kidney filtering. To check your kidney filtration is to get you a wide mouth jar and pee in it. And take a look at that urine in that jar. If that urine is clear, doesn't matter what color, it could be yellow, it could be amber. If it's clear, you have lost kidney filtration. Well, I can tell you already have. Now, you could be picking up some left or right, whichever side doesn't have the tumor on. You could be picking up some filtration from that. But ultimately, you want to see snow in your urine. You want to see a lot of sediment. It looks like dandruff. That's the lymph system. Dandruff is the lymph system. That you want to see you want to see chemistry in that urine. Then you're going to see this going down, because these lymph nodes have got to drain first before this is going to drain. So if you need help, give us a call there. The girls will help you. But boy, that'd be the first thing, and I would do it now, not tomorrow. Okay, honey. All right, again, I'm going to do a short video here. I appreciate it. We are going to do a video on muscle testing that's coming up. We have some creative ideas to help you out on that. I'm going to work case after case in front of you guys, if that's okay. And it'll really start catching on. And then start helping your friends, start helping others to detoxify themselves and pulling themselves out of trouble. And then we'll be able to help everybody. All right, you have a great night, and be well, and be in the now. Just be in the now. Remember, stop thinking and stop talking, and there's nothing you won't know. So thank you again. Blessed be.